My offer for De Vrij has been accepted. The young centre-half from Feyenoord will be joining Manchester United. It's kind of the same deal that I put together with Patrick Herrmann last season. Bought him in January, but he won't join the club until the end of the season. And I'm pretty excited to get him onto the team, see what he's like on Football Manager. I haven't heard too much about how he is as a player on FM, but once De Vrij actually joins United in the summer, I feel as though then that my defence is done. I don't need to work on it for maybe a couple of more seasons after that. We've got Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, De Vrij, we've got Garay Vertonghen, Luke Shaw and Patrice Evra, who I think may be retiring in the next year or two. Also we've got Rio, but I won't be renewing his contract this season, so he'll be leaving on a free, just like what's happened to him in real life. So what I'll do here now is just suggest terms. I mean, it's looking good. 25 grand a week, not bad, and I will finalise that as well. So De Vrij will be Manchester United. The future certainly is looking bright for United, and I think then all I'll have to do is focus on strengthening central midfield. So up next is a biggie. It's Manchester United against Chelsea. That's our next game in the Premier League. Chelsea lie in 4th position, doing pretty well. They've turned their season around as they started off pretty poor, mid-table-ish. We'll go and have a look at their team, who they've got in their squad. And they are slowly catching up with City and Stoke. Alright, let's have a look. So they've got Courtois in goal, Azpilicueta. They've got Ever Banega, who came from Valencia. He's out injured for 3 to 4 months. Huge blow for them then. They've got Willian, who causes us a lot of trouble every time I've played against Chelsea, although his recent form isn't the best, his last 2 games, so maybe he could be on a bit of a blip now so far this season. Hazard and Oscar are in need of a rest, so they may not start the game. They've also got Demba Ba, Cahill, Torres, Eto's on international duty, Frank Lampard. Mourinho must be happy with the team that he's got because he hasn't really added to it. Let's have a look at their recent results. So they beat West Brom, they've beaten Forest recently, they lost against Swansea in the semi-final of the Capital One Cup at Stamford Bridge. Come on, Swansea. Then they went on a good run of just picking up wins left, right and centre. Look at that, in the Champions League, the Capital One Cup, the Premier League and the FA Cup. And then the last time we played Chelsea, which was way at the start of the season where we played them at Stamford Bridge, we came away as winners. 3-2 was the final score. I remember it was a bit of a tough game. And if my game actually decides to load here, we'll be able to see the starting 11 who scored. And so we have 52% of the ball in that game, so that's not bad. Can we actually have a look at both team sheets? No. Alright, well, we'll just have a look at the overview then. So Kagawa scored an own goal, Terry got the goal for Chelsea, Vertonghen scored for us, Van Persie with a penalty, and Kagawa. And there's the starting 11. So I had Luke Shaw starting the game, William Carvalho, Rooney started as well, and Fellaini and Welbeck came on as substitutes, not really adding too much to the game. Let's move on then. So here we go. These are the team sheets for that fixture at Old Trafford. I'm going with Van Persie up front. I've got Patrick Herrmann, Rooney, Mata, Cleverley, Carrick, Evra, Vertonghen, Evans, Jones and De Gea. And Mourinho's going with Barr up front, even though he's got Fernando Torres on the bench. And Hazard and Williams start on the left and the right. So Hazard and Oscar do start, even though they were in need of a rest. So that could work in our advantage. And Courtois starts instead of Petr Cech, who is on the bench. And there is David Luiz as well. Gary Cahill on the bench as well. Interesting stuff from Mourinho. We have been considered as favourites. We're doing pretty well. We've got quite a few games in hand, and Arsenal are playing Crystal Palace as well, who are bottom of the Premier League, who we have recently beaten. We'll just mark these guys up. So I've made a couple of changes to my starting 11 then, since that game back at Stamford Bridge earlier on in the season. William Carvalho nowhere to be seen, as I decided to bring in Cleverley. He was injured at the time, I believe, and I thought he did fantastic for us last season, so I thought with him coming back into the team now over the last couple of games, why not? Let's give him a run around. Good team talk, and here we go. Oh, and before we go any further, I'm not going to leave this one on 2D. It's a big game in the Premier League, and it looks like it's a bit foggy at Old Trafford. Just chucking it down of rain, and I'll slow down the highlights as well so we can actually see the ball. And here we go. United against Chelsea. This is a big one, guys. Katoy knocking that out to Cole. We're playing that high line again. Just trying to put Chelsea under pressure, hoping that they make a mistake. It's happened before against some teams, and we've always capitalised on it. They've made another mistake. Van Persie has a shot at goal, but Katoy manages to save, and they clear. Well, the danger's still there, still lingering for Chelsea, and that's within the first couple of minutes. I'll make the changes there as well. Oh, what? Oh, thank God. Thank God for that. Disallowed goal there for Demba Ba. He was offside. Thank you. The game still stands at 0-0. Make the changes again. Retain possession. Even though I've set it to fluid, why aren't they holding on to it? I mean, I've got the instructions set to retain possession. Everett with the throw to Rooney. Crosses in the ball. Chelsea on the break. Hazard. Oh, look at it. Absolute scramble in the box, and Robin Van Persie's been set free. But has a shot, and Katoy stops him again in his tracks. United denied. Chelsea with a free kick. Set piece. Oh! Crying out loud. Everett with an own goal. I just knew something like that was going to happen. Let's see what happened here. So Hazard swings it in. Bar with the header. Good save by De Gea. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Evra, for fuck's sake. Jeez. Did you see that? Oh, come on, Mata. Why? What was Evra doing? Why on earth did he do that? He blasted the ball into his own net. Oh, that's really infuriating me now, that has. I could drop him for that. I feel like doing such thing, because that's appalling. Shouldn't be doing that. You can't get away with that in the Premier League. No way. And you can't get away with that at a club like Manchester United. No way. Mata, come on. Let's get an equaliser now just to settle ourselves. Evra, can he make it for that? Herman goes down in the box. Robin Van Persie gets the equaliser. Should there have been a penalty there? Should there have been a penalty? Who knows? I mean, Herman goes down face first. Thankfully, Van Persie manages to get the equaliser, heads the ball onto the post and in across the line. And that will be half-time. Action-packed. It really is, and I'm going to be aggressive here. I'm far from pleased. I mean, we're controlling the game. We've got possession of the ball. It's good attacking movement, but we failed when it comes to the set pieces. Maybe we needed to work on that just a little bit more in training before this game, because Chelsea, they're all about set pieces. And that's what Mourinho prides himself on. Demba Ba here now. What's he going to do? Swings at a dangerous cross. Get rid of it. There we go. Now hit them on the break. See how they like it. Carrick, Mata, Phil Jones. Yes. Mata. Oh, wow. Nice volley there. Good save by Katoy. Van Persie with the corner. Nothing going to come of it. Mata again. Nice. That's like a Di Canio style volley. Just a shame it's not in the back of the net. Van Persie with the corner. Mata again. Rooney takes a shot outside the box. There's too many deflections, too many bodies in the area for that to have worked its way through. Oh, shoot. Everett is injured. Well, I was thinking about taking him off anyway. I'll bring on Luke Shaw. Shall I take off Mata? I mean, I feel as though Mata's doing okay, but he's not. The average rating saying he's not doing the best. So I'll bring on Danny Welbeck, push Herman over to the right. Let's see what Welbeck can do here. We'll say to Luke Shaw, there's no pressure, and he does appreciate the calming words. Come on, it's there for the taking. Here we go. We've got another chance here. Rooney back to Jones, and Chelsea on the break now. Well won there by Shaw off Willian. They're shutting him down. Yes! Oh, Danny Welbeck, good shot there. Trying to curl it round Katoy. Still 1-1. We're coming up to the hour mark. I'm thinking about switching it to overload. Going overload! See what we can do, but then I would kind of worry that Chelsea will hit on the counter. I'm just going to go for it. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can get something here now. I mean, oh no, they've got another set piece. Oh, they've ruined us again. Oh, crap. It's Willian. They just made it look so... They've teared our defence apart there with that set piece. Oh, that's bad. Torres, good save by De Gea, but he just couldn't get back to the ball in time, and players are starting to look frustrated. And this, ladies and gentlemen, if we do lose this, this will be our first game we've lost this season. Oh my god, time's up. 3 minutes added on. We're into Fergie time. Nah, we're not going to get anything from it. That's it. Certainly not happy about this result. We've thrown our unbeaten record down the drain in a game that we could have won, that we should have won. Very disappointed in my back four. They were diabolical when it came to set pieces, and Chelsea, they just ripped us apart. So hair dry for them. I mean, look at that. We controlled the game slightly. I mean, we had 17 shots in total. 11 were on target. We saw 52% of the ball. It's just, when it came to defending, when it was so crucial against Chelsea, we just failed big time. We should have done so much better. Disgraceful. And there you go, there's your confirmation. Manchester United finally lose. Yes, we've done well to get this far, but this is a team I'm confident could have gone all the way this season without losing a game. We've just been fantastic. Evra's going to be out for 2 to 3 days now. So it's the second leg of the Capital One Cup, and it's Swansea against Chelsea. We've got to play against Brighton. Let's see how Chelsea get on. Oh, Chelsea have been knocked out. That serves you right, Chelsea. Yes, it does, for beating us in the Premier League. So it's Swansea through to the final of the Capital One Cup. Will it be Manchester United and Swansea, or will Brighton be able to pull off a huge win? So here's my starting 11. I'm going with Welbeck up front, Januzaj on the left, Rooney in the middle, Zaha, Ryan Giggs returns to the team, William Carvalho. I brought Vermaelen from the under-21s, Vertonghen starts, Smalling, Jones and Lindegaard on the bench. We've got Wilson, Powell, Capezzi, Shinji Kagawa, we've got Garay, Shaw and De Gea. So kind of a strong bench to fall back on if need be. Hopefully we don't throw away this 4-1 lead we have over Brighton. We shouldn't. If we do, then questions most certainly will be asked of my players. This is a team capable of going all the way in the competition. We should be able to win this game. We can't throw away a 4-1 lead over Brighton. No way. So just do the team talk, and here we go then. I'm gonna change this to 2D. I think it's not really that big of a game. It's Man United against Brighton. Besides, if there's any goal scored, you're going to see it anyway in the highlights in 3D. So not to worry. Chris Smalling is now on a yellow card. Let's see how Vermaelen does as well as a left back. I wanted to play Shaw, but then I thought, well, we've got a Premier League game coming up soon. No, actually, it's our next game is in the FA Cup. It's against Notts County. Oh, here we go. Oh, Jones! Nice! Phil Jones. Do you see that layoff then by Zaha? Beautiful. That's a good start. 22 minutes in. There we go. Januzaj to Zaha. First touch to Jones, making that run on the inside with the overlap. Found the bottom corner, and Ryan Giggs has picked it up. A knock. Ooh. You know what? I'm not going to take the risk with Giggs. I don't want him to get injured. So I'm going to bring on Capezzi. This is his chance now to shine for United. I mean, he's got a long way to go until that final whistle. And I won't be taking him off unless he picks up a horrific injury. Don't want that to happen, obviously, but you never know what's going to happen with football. Especially on Football Manager. Anything can happen. Let's just go and get a second goal now. I'd be happy with that. A 2-0 win and a 6-1 aggregate win over Brighton will see us through to the final just nicely. And it will be against Swansea. That'd be a good cup final. Good save there by Lindegaard. Manchester United against Swansea at Wembley. And Swansea, they find themselves in the Championship after getting relegated last season, which I kind of find surprising because they've got a good team. Well, that's a tackle there by Vermaelen. Ryan Giggs has gone off now, and on comes Capezzi, who actually comes on. Oh, good save, Lindegaard. Actually comes on almost at half time. Stalled so much there, the referee. Oh, here we go. Capezzi, good pass to Zaha. That's your son. Ooh, good save by former Manchester United goalkeeper Tomasz Kuszczak. Now Rooney with the corner. Nicely taken, swinging it in. You see the curl on the ball there as well. Some players looking complacent. That's not good to see. Certainly not good to see. But then again, I mean, aggregate score 5-1. I'm happy. I'm happy with the way they're performing, and I'm sure in the second half they'll go and grab another goal, hopefully, and that'll just put the game to bed. Zaha, who's doing fantastic down that right wing. Is that Aker? Is that how you pronounce it? Youngster for Chelsea. He's obviously on loan to Brighton, unless Brighton actually signed him up. Right, let's make a sub. We're coming up to the 55th minute. I'm going to take off Rooney, so he'll be fresh for our next game. I won't bring on James Wilson because of his condition in 78. I didn't realise it was so low. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put him on the bench in the first place. Wow, look at that. It's only Phil Jones looking calm. Everyone else is looking complacent. And that's changing now. Capez is looking complacent. I didn't want that to happen. I want him to be looking sharp and trying to get a goal. Treating it as though his career's on the line here. Doesn't look like we're going to get that out of him in this game. And Brighton piling on the pressure now. Pushing forwards. Good challenge by Vermeil. Come on, Vermeil. You've let me down there. He was just standing there. And Crofts found the back of the net. Totally unchallenged by him. That's poor. And that's certainly not leaving a good impression on me. If he wants to be picked for the first team, he should be doing a lot better. And I understand that he didn't want to give away a penalty there, but he should at least be trying to get stuck in. Can we get 2 now? Obviously, if it just ends 1-1, we're still through. Oh, no! Kuszak! That's the first time something like that has happened to me on Football Manager. He's going to get a card. Yellow card for Thomas Kuszak as he took the ball out of the area. Oh, that's so interesting. Januzaj swings it in. We're going to get nothing from that. Nick Powell, have a shot! Oh, took a deflection. Goes out for a corner. That's so interesting. Kuszak taking the ball outside the box. Vertonghen. Another good save by Kuszak. They've only got a couple of minutes left now, Brighton, until they're knocked out of the Capital One Cup semi-final. They've done well to get to this stage, to be fair. Phil Jones on a yellow now. There's only 1 minute left. Oh, are they going to get a winner? No, they're not. Lindegaard stops it. It's going to end 1-1. 5-2 on aggregate. Just pass it around. There we go. Manchester United into the final of the Capital One Cup yet again. And this time, it won't be against Chelsea. It'll be against Swansea City. Looking forward to that one already. And look at that. 50-50. Very even game. We had 12 shots in total. Only 5 were on target. And we'll just keep advancing there. There you go. Brighton are out of the Capital One Cup. We'll just go through here. So Manchester United have booked their place at Wembley. United are to play Swansea in the final. There is the confirmation. And I'm going to leave it there, guys. I do hope that you've all enjoyed this episode. It was a shame about that loss against Chelsea, but this is Manchester United. We will never die. We will bounce back with another win in the Premier League. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, guys.